that I've ever done a caption. I don't know that I've seen a caption like that. I just know that captions always lock me out of my account, and I assumed that I had some deficit that other people just can. Those are really hard for me to read.
They in order to work, they have to be difficult to read.
But I thought they were supposed to be hard for computers to read.
Right, they are.
But they're not supposed to be hard for humans to read.
Well, I guess, I don't know.
Reading is kind of the same for both, you know?
I don't know any humans that are good at reading captions.
What game are we playing today?
Hearthfire.
Earthfire.
Hearthfire.
Hearthfire. This is Blizzard's card game?
This is Blizzard's card game where you use cards to build a house.
Okay.
And then you adopt children, and then you slay dragons.
Okay.
All right.
Dragonstone.
To explain this screen...
All right, so this is... Every day you
Wait, so this isn't how you start. This is you've done.
My favorite part is, Josh, is when you ask someone to explain something, and then right before they can get a word out, you're like, "Now tell me about all this."
Well, I've already processed their what I assume is their answer, and I have another question.
Exactly,
which is
what I assume is their answer.
So for a person just starting to play this game, this is not what they're going to see.
No.
Okay.
They are going to be immediately put into a little tutorial quest string. But once you finish that, then you get into basically the whole game, which right now is primarily daily quests, and then what we're going to see after we click on daily quests.
Is there a way for you to start a kind of noob experience, or are you locked into...
Not with this account, no.
Maybe you should play my account.
I think you've already completed it.
I've never played much at all.
You have completed the tutorial.
Oh, yes.
So basically, once you complete that tutorial string of 5 missions, then you're set.
So this is for hardcore Hearthstone players.
No, this is for I've completed the tutorial Hearthstone.
Okay, so So I guess for people that are watching, they should go play the tutorial and then come back to this point right here.
Well, am I teaching people the game or am I playing?
You're doing it all, man.
Whatever.
We'll teach people because Josh and I are excellent educators.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, gold is used to do arena runs. Arena runs are used to get the best cards. So you want to do these things in order to get that gold. And that's basically the only sort of meta structure the game has right now. Blizzard has indicated that they want more of a meta structure, more of those like story string missions.
You are going way over anyone's head who's never played.
Yeah, what is this?
Why don't we play around?
I would pick 60.
Obviously, it's the most.
You don't pick them. I have all of these.
Oh, well, I would pick 60.
But yeah, pick 60 anyway.
Well, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do an arena run, and if there is a druid or rogue that I can select, then I'll choose that. Otherwise, I will go with shaman or warlock.
What about just how to play this game?
I thought we weren't doing that.
Let's do that.
Why? Well, it has a good tutorial.
Can you just play around and see what the hell happens?
Will you click something?
I'm doing an arena run, and you guys are going to sit here and like it.
Oh, what happens if you click play? Because arena run seems like a
if you click,
it's not an in-game thing. An arena run is where you get a random set of cards. You pay gold.
Whoa! What's this $1.99 action?
You could pay money, or you can pay gold, and that's why you do the daily quest in order to get the gold.
If anybody's watching this, you now owe us $1.99.
And actually, if you do the $1.99 once, then you get a super special gold foiled card. It actually kind of sucks in play, though. But if you want a shiny card, then do that once.
Attention, Rowan, you're about to spend real money.
Except I didn't.
Have you spent any real money on this game?
I spent
Rowan Kaiser?
I spent the one that got me the special card.
What?
I spent $2 on this game, which I have played for like 50 hours at least. All right, so a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
If we get 5 wins with the rogue, then we're good. So
cool.
I'm picking the rogue.
Okay. Well,
that's her special move. We'll get to that in the game.
This is beyond my understanding of this game in the first place, which is that I know that it's a card game, kind of like Magic.
Right. So what this is
which most people didn't play, and now I see.
Most people
do interrupt
play.
before I let people finish answering.
Most
people again.
Only 9 times out of 10.
I would say 8 out of 10.
So would Rowan.
So Apparently, there was a big thing in like professional Magic where they had draft games where they put all the cards in randomly and you pick the cards that you wanted. This is sort of that mode. It prevents it from being about who has the very best cards.
What are these numbers?
These numbers are how much mana each card will cost. So basically, what this is going to do is it's going to present me with groups of 3 cards. I pick which one I want. And then I do that 30 times, and I have a semi-random deck that I play against people who just did exactly the same thing.
Mana. Would you like some Grey Poupon?
I kind of want to see. I almost want to create a fake Blizzard account and watch Rowan just bust through the ranks. Just be this noob, go through the tutorial, go to his first, play.
We'll do that on the Let's Play video where we actually play something.
Oh, right.
This is the one where we just explain stuff.
And this is
you
for
guys
high
wanted to. No, this is not high end. This is after the tutorial. All you get is you get play or arena. That's it. Those are your 2 choices.
What's play do?
It's top shelf.
Play is just play a random game with the deck that you have created, and this is what you do in order to get them.
What most people choose?
Play would be what people choose if they need gold. Arena would be what they choose.
What if they don't know what
gold.
that means, and they're just confronted with a menu after they finish the tutorial?
Hold on a second. I think I can
guides you
solve
that way by giving you quests.
It looks like you just click play.
Yeah, so if you click play, it will match you up with a random person online, and then you play against them. If you enter the arena is it's like a
it will match you up
it's
against
like
a random person online.
It'll match you up against a random person online. However, when you enter the arena, you're not playing. It's not your campaign. Like think of the play as like your campaign, where you're constantly using the same decks that you're building and switching out.
That's
cards
like
as you
your
get better
character.
cards. Yes.
Yeah, you build your decks there.
But wait, is there no single player campaign beyond the tutorial?
No.
So when you could play, you're playing.
No, that's Rowan's wrong. There is.
Oh,
There's practice,
Rowan's
but
wrong.
that's not a campaign in any way.
But that's what Josh asked. If you could.
But he asked if there's a campaign. Practice is just play
sorry,
if
guys.
you can play offline.
Look, we got to sit together. This is what they're trying to do: is tear us apart.
Rowan, let's not get bogged down with goddamn semantics you do every time.
This is not semantics. There is not a campaign. There is no story.
I'm trying
There's no progression. It is not a campaign.
I'm analogizing the single.
It's not
player.
an analogy.
You're not an analogy.
Your mom's analogy last night.
It turns out it's a little bit of both.
I thought you
there's
were
no single
opposed
player
to analogy.
campaign, but there's a way to play single player games if you don't want to jump online.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, but if I click play, which is what someone's going to do when they finish the tutorial, that just pits you against someone else at your level.
Yes, but level is defined by basically how much you've done it.
Mm-hmm. Once. This is the first time you finish the tutorial, you click play. And this
right. It gives you quests initially that encourage you to start with practice, then click on play, and then click on arena.
So why not click play?
Because an arena is the best way to discuss how the game is played at a level that's going to be roughly equivalent for everyone. If you get 150 gold...
So this is a high level...
No.
Hardcore...
No. This is the opposite of that. This takes away high level.
Low
this
level.
puts everyone at the same
Softcore.
place.
All right. Walk us through a game, buddy.
Everyone has exactly the same...
I got you.
...chances here.
The arena levels the playing field for literally at any. I mean, it does level the playing field. Like at any level.
Click
you can
Cold
compete
Light
with anyone.
Seer.
It doesn't matter what level you're at.
All right, so I'm going to pick the Demolisher here.
Whatever level you're at. This is
exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. Anybody from the noob to the best of the best. They go into arena. We're all equal here.
The noob of the
when you go into play,
best of the
but when you go to play, it's your level. You're matched against people leveled the same level as you. That's the distinction.
And you have your decks that you have built and put the best possible cards that you put in that a noob would not see.
That's all I was trying to say by comparing it to a campaign is that it carries your progress with you as you play.
I agreed with that idea.
Rowan, you disagreed with every single word that came out of both of our mouths this whole time up until now.
No, I agreed with you that it was like a campaign. I didn't agree that it was a single player.
Hearthstone is winning. It's tearing us apart. This is Blizzard's master plan.
Yeah.
So you need to stick together. Let's go with Goldfish Seer.
No. And it's Coldfish Seer or Cold Light Seer.
Demolisher.
The Demolisher is what we're going to go with. Demolisher does random damage to enemies every turn, and it has a lot of health. I like the Demolisher a lot.
Great. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh.
See, that means I have a 3 mana card now.
It's going to take you a goddamn hour to build a deck.
It will be if you argue with me about every single fucking card.
Do it fast.
So,
just go.
Shut up and listen.
Nobody's arguing with you about everything.
You guys are arguing with me about every damn thing.
We're not arguing with you. We're trying to figure out how this game works.
Yeah, God, that wasn't an argument either.
Also, just click on these things. Get 30? Come on.
Alarmobot.
People seem to really like the Alarmobot. I haven't really tried it, but I like it better than the other two here. So,
yeah. You need an Assassin's Blade, man.
So what you want to do here is you want to get a good variety of cards that you can use so that like you have stuff that can be done over at the beginning of the game, middle of the game, and the end of the game. I know.
Yeah. I am a fan of starting strong with a lot of low mana cards that have as high of health as possible.
That is generally a good idea, and one of the things I wanted to discuss as we were
really
making our choices here.
Interesting.
It's also fairly good to get cards where you can draw more cards. That's the easiest thing to forget.
The tutorial that was.
One problem that I've run into playing matches is that I seem to run out of cards often really quickly.
Yeah.
And I look at my opponent across from me and he's got like 5 or 6 cards still in his hand, and I don't understand how that happens. So.
Yeah, you have to really hit cards that have card draw.
7. I was just texting, I was emailing, I was doing my taxes. I thought I would look up and this would be done.
Nope.
If you wanted to learn about the game, you could pay attention.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't want to, clearly.
I don't know. Hungry Crab's
I did all right. I finished the tutorial.
1 mana card with 2 health is pretty good.
I beat the guy.
That's all right, but these are like super special cards because they're all purple. The purple means that they're rare, I think.
I know. All right.
So I feel like we can get that from a card that doesn't necessarily.
Well, I feel like it's not the smartest thing to go with a 10 mana card, especially when you've already chosen one.
Well, I already have this card, so I'm not going to pick that, but I'm going to try this one.
Yeah.
Which seems really useful.
So that kind of makes me wonder, when I was playing, these
are all good.
There's an idea that you save up and sort of have a later attack with higher mana cards, or you sort of go at them with everything in the beginning, just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah,
and in the tutorial that seemed to work because I guess those are relatively easy people to beat. But can you go in? Can you Zerg rush?
Yeah, there are rush decks. It's a lot harder to do with the arena because like one of the most popular things is a Murloc rush deck, but you don't know if you're going to get Murlocs. Like that Cold Light Seer you saw, that made every Murloc on the board better.
Yeah.
But since I don't know, I might get one more Murloc the entire rest of this thing. I'm not going to pick a Murloc deck here.
You're on 12.
See, this card gives me 4 cards.
So let me ask you this,
I'm pretty happy with
for the matchmaking. So everyone sits around here and can do this for hours. And then once they do this, then you're in.
Right, you'll see that momentarily.
And then can you play multiple games with the same deck, so you don't have to do this every time you want to start over?
The arena you play until you lose 3 times or win 12.
If you lose 3 times, can you play again with the same deck without having to do this all over?
No, because then you might have gotten extremely lucky with your arena deck.
Oh, you mean these are from your deck?
No, man. It was a 1 mana card that deals 2 damage to the enemy.
Are these cards that you're choosing from your deck?
No. That's the difference with arena is that you build a fresh deck every time you play in the arena.
So if you win in the arena.
No, listen, I'll get there. We'll get there.
Just answer my question.
I am trying.
He's answering.
I don't have to wait for people to get there.
I don't need complete sentences for my question.
No, you do. You don't know what's going on.
Because there's multiple things we're going to answer, so then you don't have to ask 5 more questions that aren't going to be answered.
Okay.
So when you enter the arena, you pick a fresh. Everybody picks a fresh deck, but the cool thing is that there will be cards that can show up that are above your current level in your regular non-campaign.
And do those go to your campaign?
No. Nothing from the arena carries over. It's like
you get rewards at the end that do.
Basically, think of the arena as like, it's like Thunderdome, and so you have an array of weapons or something to use. All these cards, but you don't get to leave with them. It's only to use while you're in the arena. Once you're done, depending on how many wins you get, because the arena is based on winning streaks. You're trying to just win match after match after match, and after you lose, is it 2 or 3?
3. After
you lose 3, you're done. So depending on how many wins you've accumulated until you get to that third loss, you will be rewarded with cards that you can use in your single player deck, in your regular non-arena play.
Well, that's what I was saying. So the point of going in the arena is to get cards for your campaign.
Yes.
And just not for lack of particular cards.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah, don't call it a campaign, Rowan.
I know. But your character, I guess.
Yeah, into your decks.
Sure.
Or into your possession.
And these cards are all the cards that have ever been made.
No, there's
special cards that aren't in here.
There probably are. There's some that I've never seen. It might have all of them eventually, but it definitely has a certain narrower focus. I'm on the last one. I think I'm going to try this, dude. Seems like a good panic button. All right, and now it's searching for a player for me to play against who just did the same thing.
And those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any suggestions and want Rowan to do a specific thing right now, call 510-439-2645.
We should actually be streaming this. There's no real reason why not.
Is it not?
No, I mean, this can stream.
No, but it's not right now.
No, but the software, you just have to click a button and it streams right to,
if you're logged in and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we can stream. I talk about that stuff usually.
Speaking of streams, I'll be right back. But,
sure. Okay, so you're playing with a human being?
This is a human being who just did the same thing I did.
Jones Drew is the name of the other person?
Yes.
Jones Drew is a paladin.
Paladin?
What do you say, paladin?
Paladin.
Takes all kinds.
Fascinating.
Takes all kinds. So this is a real person, but they're not saying this stuff, right? That's just canned.
The only way that you can choose that is by right-clicking. You can't actually type anything.
What can you say when you right-click?
These are the things you can say.
Oh! Let's do it.
Can I do it? It's my turn now, so he's waiting for me.
I know. That's the best part.
Move your hand.
You've got an audience.
See, that's the I'm being a bad player right now thing that she said.
I know. Why wouldn't you take as much time as you want? Is there a penalty?
Because I'm not an asshole.
But, I mean, take a second and at least...
Someone is calling you right now in order to tell me what to do.
Also is stuff usually we talk about off air.
No, someone.
I know you're new to the podcast, but
someone wants to talk to you.
Yeah, I want to talk to Jones Drew.
Sorry, you can't.
What does secret mean?
Secret means that he played a card that will happen when I do something else, and so.
You need to get in here.
Did I hear you just pronounce it Paladin?
Yes, he did just say Paladin.
Because obviously it's Paladin.
I think we need to have a discussion about having fun. And I think what is fun is to give me this and let me...
what? You want me to play, then you have me play. If you
I'm not
going
to do anything. I just want you to explore the options of things you can say to Jones Drew. That's all I want. I want the audience to see the options you have. Yes.
Oh my god.
Ah! Do that again.
We've done this. We clicked on it.
Oh, click all of them. Mm-hmm.
I think it's amazing that we're playing somebody who follows the way that we pluralize things with their name. We're not playing.
You just broke Josh.
We're not playing one person. We're playing the family of the Jones Drew.
No, it's multiple Drew. It's multiple Drew Jones.
It's multiple Jones Drew. Like one guy probably started this account, and he was Joan Drew, right? Or he might even have.
They've got some hot seat situation where they all jump into the seat and they get 30 seconds.
The Jones Drew.
Yeah.
And it would still be more efficient than playing with you guys.
You should tell them oops. Right click. Oops.
I already did that.
Do it again.
I'm playing with the fucking catapult here.
Oh, can you actually hit him?
No.
Oh. Nice. I like the rogue.
The rogue is stealthily moving up to be probably my second best / favorite.
I used the rogue to sort of teach myself how to rock a character that uses like physical weapons or like a weapon you can equip.
Yeah.
Like that, an attack special, or I don't know what they're called in this game, but yeah, exactly. The dagger.
The class skills.
Yeah, the class skills. So like a rogue or a warrior or, classes like that can equip swords and weapons, and then mages have, what do they have, like a spell or some kind of fireball?
Yeah, the mages have a thing that does 1 damage.
Yeah.
And all the classes are like the original World of Warcraft classes?
Yes.
So that means they'll probably bring in at some point the panda and...
Yeah, the monk and the death knight and so on.
I have to say, I think Magic the Gathering first started getting really huge, like when I was in high school, when I was kind of later in
me
high
too,
school for
actually.
Me.
And we were probably 2 grades apart.
Yeah,
3?
Something like that. That sounds about right. But we're talking like basically mid to late 90s, right?
Yeah, I would say my tail end of high school, Magic was getting big.
Yeah, and
when it was very much, regulated to the drama, the drama class, like that sort of.
Well, my brother was really into Magic the Gathering. He was 1 grade below me, but in so many ways, like, we are very much the separation of, like, Gen X and Gen Y.
Oh, yeah.
Like, It's weird, even though we're a year and a half apart, like.
Well, he's really
something
into
about
like the JRPGs too, right?
Super into JRPGs, exactly. He has played every Final Fantasy game like in Japanese.
Yeah. Well, you told me he's the guy that before you even start Final Fantasy VII, you level up to.
He did play. He has. I used to watch him. Not really, but
there's something I love.
He used to sit in our bedroom playing Final Fantasy VII, and he would level up to level 99 before he did whatever the first...
There's something about that I love so much.
He's crazy like that.
But everyone like that I love. Like, I love that sort of dedication to...
Yes.
To a hobby, I guess.
Well, he's just the kind of person who, when he gets into something, he's like, I'm going to do the shit out of it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not just going to play Final Fantasy, I'm going to play all the Final Fantasies and also learn how to read and speak Japanese so that I can actually play the imports in their native language.
I think I like
so
that.
I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, I like that because I'll get in something but sort of like I don't dive in.
Yeah, I wish I loved things as much as my brother loves things like Final Fantasy. Yeah. Like, I don't love anything enough to learn its
But also, when I do delve into stuff though and pretend I'm going to get hardcore, I have these game facts written by people like your brother that I need, to fall back on. So without your brother, no one would know about all these secret things, about all these games.
Yeah, it's funny. When we were little, we had an aunt that was really into The Legend of Zelda, right? I mean, we're seriously talking like 1987 or whatever. And we had an aunt who was super into The Legend of Zelda. And my brother had he had beaten that game like every possible way. He would do the thing where you could get the Master Sword or something like way early in the game, or he would do something where I don't remember, it's been so long, but he would do the same thing that he did with Final Fantasy, where he would play until you could get.
It's like those speedrunners find these glitches and
yeah, it's some way where you could get one of not the Master Sword. What was the second sword?
I don't know.
Anyway, but a way to get that before he does any of any of the the dungeons.
Sure.
So my aunt used to call at midnight to tell my mom to wake up my brother to ask him where's level 9.
I have the
where's
same
goddamn
aunt.
level 9.
I have the exact same aunt.
Yeah,
my aunt.
Wow, you guys are like cousins.
My aunt got a divorce because she was playing too much World of Warcraft.
Whoa!
And then met her new guy
on World of Warcraft.
I don't know.
So this guy's done a Murloc deck here.
What? Winter? It's not a dude.
Oh,
Winter.
He's Murlocking it up.
Winter is a woman. You're playing a woman.
Perhaps.
Gender identified woman. Sorry.
Every time I hear Murloc, though, and this is really dumb, but every time I hear Murloc, I think it's going to be a little Morgan Spurlock.
Really? Because every time I hear Murloc, I think of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which, of course, Rowan hates, but...
I don't hate it, I just don't think it's like one of the best strategy games of all time.
No, I think it's one of those things where it's a product of its time. Like...
I played it in its time.
Like... Okay. Never mind. I meant that me and my friends played Masters
Just
of
so you know,
Terrascasi.
Rowan's opinion.
Yeah, I know. But me and my friends played Masters of Terrascasi all the time. Now we know it's a horrible game, but...
Dude, if you didn't know that game was terrible back then I don't know what to say.
I think there's a certain magic to that era of before the internet, and you just rent a game, and you just play it because you rented it.
Or you called your nephew at midnight, your 7-year-old nephew, to ask him where level 9 was.
Yeah, well, that's different.
And
I wasn't calling. No, I did not have any.
You never called like the Nintendo
the hotline?
Yeah,
I don't think so. But I never had a Nintendo.
I definitely never called it for Mike Tyson's Punch Out ever. Definitely not like 10 times.
Now you can just call Mike Tyson.
Right.
You can. It's like when I saw Guns N' Roses a couple years ago. You can just walk up to Axl. He's right there. You can call Mike Tyson. You can walk up to Axl. It's all accessible now.
Yeah, that's true. That's the age we're living in.
This became a lot more tolerable when you guys stopped talking to me.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. What level are you? 19.
That's health.
I know.
You've played the tutorial after all.
Yeah.
I just noticed that you were playing another rogue, so
you're still playing.
I haven't been paying attention for a while.
Why don't you say stuff to Winter in between every move? I don't understand.
He is Winter. Oh no! Oh, you mean Winter?
Because I would prefer to clear. Whoa! there's a fruit here that your computer can't process.
What happens if you click? Oh yeah, remember we were telling Jay that you can click on all the stuff in the screen?
I thought we were telling you that, but yes.
No, we were telling Jay that.
Yeah, okay, you're telling me that.
Yeah. So you should click on everything and show Jay.
I'm working on it. That's what I'm doing between every turn.
Yeah. But there's no rush, right? This is turn-based. There's no timer.
There's another person who's sitting there on the other side board waiting for me.
Okay. But...
Rowan, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm glad you don't have a day job.
Me too.
No, the problem with those is that the things that you do don't matter. This matters.
Well, it doesn't matter if they have
See, you can click on this and it speeds it up.
Yeah, but talk to them. Right-click and say stuff to them.
I'm clicking on the things on the screen.
I know, but you have time, man. It doesn't matter. Winter will wait. Winter can wait 30 seconds.
I don't like being a jerk. I get annoyed.
You don't know who that is.
Did you seriously just say that?
Yeah, I don't like being a jerk.
You know what this is? This is like when I get this. I understand this. I've had this conversation with people. I don't care what my friends think, but I'm extremely conscious of what strangers think.
I'm not a jerk to you. I neg you guys.
But you don't want to be a jerk to Winter.
Okay, look at
Winter
it.
is a pedophile.
I don't want to be a jerk.
Winter served 15 years in prison for raping an 8-year-old. Did you know that?
Jesus.
So maybe
why are we even playing with him?
Her.
Yeah.
She sounds like a jerk.
Okay, it's not, I don't want to be a jerk to Winter because I think Winter's a great person. It's, I want to help instill a point in this Hearthstone community where people don't think that right-clicking on this constantly is a better thing than playing when it's my turn to play. Right?
Yeah, you're a principle, you know?
No, it's not a principle. It's self-interest.
Right, but I just figured, I meant for the sake of that we're entertaining the people.
You guys are having a great conversation without worrying.
We are not actually playing this game. We are entertaining the people with our YouTube video.
Right, and between these things, instead of clicking on things there, I'm clicking on things
Well,
here.
how about you talk about your strategy?
Because when I talk about that, you guys start freaking out and talk about bullshit.
How about you talk about it, but a little.
No, it's true. We always do that. How long have we been doing this? Just once for 15 minutes?
Just talk about it.
Trying to talk about strategy seemed to make you guys incredibly bored and just ask questions and tell me I was.
You're right here with Josh and Jay's excellent video game show. Our boy Rowan's going to teach you strategy for Hearthstone coming up next. Yeah.
All right. And as soon as you start asking me stupid questions, then I will point that out.
Just
to
tell
you.
us what you're doing. Walk us through it.
All right, now I have a new daily quest because I just finished one.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but...
The daily quest give you gold, which is what you need to do more arena runs.
You use gold to buy cards?
You can use gold to buy card packs, but every arena run you do, you get a card pack anyway for only slightly more gold, and you could get a hell of a lot more stuff.
And this is like a loading screen or a casino thing?
This is the loading/finding opponent screen. As we find out when we clicked on practice earlier, I don't think we were recording then.
They made the finding opponent screen oh wow, that's really smart.
Yeah.
They're really smart over there. Okay, so walk us through this game so that we understand how to play.
So first thing we do here is pick which cards we want to use. These cards cost a hell of a lot of mana, 7 and 10, so I want them gone.
Yeah,
2 and 3, that's great.
High mana cards are not useful at the beginning of a game.
And I got a 7 and 5, which is not a hell of a lot.
Is there a strategy in which people go in like the opposite of what I said earlier, where they go in all late game, all high mana?
No, because you'll get blown out early on.
Yeah, you can lose by turn 5 or 6 pretty regularly.
Yeah, if you have no cards to play, then you're just leaving your ass out there to get spanked.
Right.
So you at least need to have a couple cards that'll get out there in the early game. I like to focus on the mid. Like if every card in my deck is 3 to 5, that's probably okay by me.
I would say one strategy you could use if you wanted to go for the big late game, if you really wanted to try to hoard like 5 mana cards and up, is you use a lot of low mana taunt cards early on to basically coast you through until you get to the turns where you're being afforded enough mana to use those bigger cards that you've built up.
Right.
So those taunt cards are just fending off all of the low-level guys.
There's no point to load them up at the beginning because you're going to get them anyway later when you can actually use them, basically.
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, not definitely, but
you might.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
it's one. By not choosing them in the beginning, it doesn't rule out that you're going to get these high mana cards later.
For sure.
Yeah, there's only 30 cards in your deck. Yeah. I've rarely actually used all 30 cards in a game, and that was pretty much always as a warlock. Fuck you! This guy is getting ridiculously lucky. I'm not a fan of his.
Not a fawn?
Not a fond of him.
Not a fawn of his mana?
Doesn't work that way, Jay.
Yes, it does. A fan of mana, that's me.
Fan of mana?
I'm a fan of mana. That was in Devil's Advocate. Al Pacino. I'm a fan of mana.
I'm a fan. I can't do it. Can you do it? You can do it. You're good with the voices.
Let's see.
I'm a fan. See, I go to Louis Armstrong. I'm a fan of mana.
Al Pacino starts.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And you gotta get him a little worked up.
But that's the new Al Pacino.
I'm a fan of mana. Right here.
All right.
Big fan.
Can you do old Al Pacino, the real whiny?
Oh, I don't know. He's a little. It's been a while.
This guy.
It's been a little while.
This is the guy. So good. So good at Hearthstone. Click on that catapult. You'll win.
I was clicking on it earlier when you weren't paying attention.
Can't believe that doesn't give you points. Wait, are you waiting for them? Talk to them.
You told me to click on the catapult.
I know, but
which one do you want?
You do not like it when I tell you to.
Dance, monkey.
No.
I can only click on one thing at a time. I only have one mouse.
Don't give me that. You said you hate it. You won't talk to them. You already told me you won't do it.
I will talk to them sometimes. It's just more fun to click on the board.
Wow, you're playing black. The color black. That's scary.
They're winning, too.
Yeah, they are. They got really fucking lucky, and it was really fucking annoying. But
black always wins. Throughout history.
Don't be racist.
What?
Yeah, this is getting kind of exciting because
this is exciting
this
because
guy is aggressive as hell.
Though no one who's watched this knows how to play, they do know, hopefully, though we never explained it, that 27
is higher than 11.
Is higher than 11, and 27 is at the top.
Wait.
Also, the enemy's at the top, and you are at the bottom. We never explained that either.
We don't need to explain basic game stuff.
You're right. It is 27 is higher.
That's not basic game stuff.
It is basic game stuff. It's quite clear that everything that I am touching and moving is on the bottom.
I like that the black smoke is coming to poison you because it's black.
It's gone.
That's why you were losing. It might be too late to come back now, but the black smoke gotcha. So, I'm hooked.